it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dog, and welcome to another Eagles Unleashed Podcast Episode 54. And over here today, we have Quasi the Great, we have Kev, we have Weezy, and our special guest, Tony Shields. What's going on, everybody?
It's good.
That intro hit. That intro hit.
I appreciate that.
That'd be tight. Anyway, actually, we're missing another member as well, man. Hada, I'm pretty sure you know him as well. He's the one that actually created that, man. Yeah, it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. You know.
That joke got me energized. I'll tell you that.
But let's talk some birds, man, because we just got over with the draft. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first, and pretty much all we're gonna be talking about today is gonna be the draft, man. And I'm actually gonna bring this up real quick. Okay, so that's our draft picks from this year's draft. So let's talk about first. Let's talk about Quinyon Mitchell, man. You know, what do you think of us? You know, of that move, us getting him on the first round, number 22.
Who want to start?
Take this one. I take it. So I feel like it was a great pick. He was one of the top corners coming out the draft. We didn't have to move up to get the guy. I'm pretty sure we got our guy. That's who we wanted. That's who we got. Who we wanted all along. We didn't have to go up and get the guy. We stayed put, and we picked our best player on our board. I think he's going to come. I don't care if he's coming from Toledo. He's a ball player. The school never really got to me. What school a player comes from and the competition he plays against, it does play a factor. But I feel like a guy's confidence is what's key when he's coming from a small school, going into the league. It's the mindset. That's all it is. It's the mindset. So I'm pretty sure he has a great confidence coming into the organization. I'm pretty sure he's going to do great things. I love the pick, and that's a foundational piece right there. We haven't had that in so long. A young corner. I've been dying to draft a young guy who we can grow and mold and keep here for 10 to 12 years. He don't have to go anywhere, you know? And he can be a star, all-pro guy, man, help us win a championship, man. I'm glad we picked that guy, though. I'm rocking with him.
Yeah. I really couldn't agree more, Kev. I mean, it's like, I think the one thing I took away from what you said, the biggest thing was the fact that you finally pulled the trigger and you got a foundational piece on defense in the draft. I mean, I think one of the biggest gripes from the Philadelphia Eagles, in my humble opinion, is the fact that they've been searching high and low for that foundational piece on defense, and they've kept trying to dig deep into the free agent pool, especially when it comes to DBs. You know, it's been a while since we drafted a legitimate DB that could be a potential Pro Bowl. And look, so much still has to happen. These guys got to hit grass. You know, guys got to put the work in, right? But you said something else that was pretty key. The player has confidence in his ability. You know what's fascinating about it all, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this, he could have went to any school after going to Toledo. You know, he was at Toledo. He had the pick of the litter, especially going into that final season. He could have went anywhere. But he decided to stay at Toledo because those were the people that believed in him. And, you know, things was a little rough for him coming out of high school, and a lot of teams backed out on him. But he leaned into Toledo. Toledo stayed close to him. And Nick Saban even said it on national television. He said, yeah, he was our number one target in the transfer portal, but he didn't want to leave Toledo. So a lot of people say, oh, the school, the conference, the competition. I say, what do your eyes tell you? I'm listening to guys that played the game, right? Chad Ochocinco, Shannon Sharp. They saying, listen, when you look at that guy, he know what he's doing. The hips, the feet, the instincts, the physicality at the catch point, the speed, the closing speed, the ability to put a zone, can play closer to the line of scrimmage. I love everything about the prospect. The size at 6 feet. I think he's about 195 pounds, something like that. 180.
I think 189, something like that.
Something like that, right? But him and Terrion Arnold physically were similar, but when you look at the 40-yard dash and you look at the bench press, Terrion Arnold is not physically even close to him. That dude, Quinyon Mitchell, is a physical specimen. I think he bench pressed like 20, 25 reps at 225 at the combine. I mean, he was a flawless prospect. That's why, God forbid, if something don't work out, I don't think any of us can say, the Eagles missed. I think the bottom line is you took the number one cornerback prospect who had the cleanest measurables, the cleanest combine, the cleanest Senior Bowl, the cleanest pro day. Everything about him was clean top to bottom. If something go wrong, then you're looking at him and only him, or maybe the team as far as developing talent. But I wouldn't be, God forbid, again, if it goes wrong, I'm not gonna look at the Eagles and say, oh, they made the bad move. I'm not, because we all wanted that player.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. Yeah, go ahead, Weezy, go ahead.
I ain't got much. Just glad we got a corner, bro. A good corner. That's all I care about, bro. Somebody that can actually run with the receivers. You know, that can actually tackle. That actually give a damn about tackle. You know what I mean? But he can tackle too. He got 4.3 speed. Hey, he can. I'm just glad we got us a number one, bro. We're not number one, but you know, I'm just glad we got a corner, bro. That we actually went and drafted a cornerback. That's all I really even cared about the first round, bro. We had to get a corner, and we got our guy in Quinion Mitchell, bro. I ain't got much. That's all much I had to say, bro. And appreciate you, Tone, for coming on the show, bro.
For sure, Weezy. Hey, listen, what you always say? Go Birds regardless.
It's always go Birds regardless, bro. It's always.
I'm telling you, get that shit trademark, bro. I'm telling you.
I am. I'm in the progress of doing this shit now, bro.
Yeah, to add on what you guys were saying, yeah, I definitely feel like he could potentially be like 2 to 3 all pro quarterback in this league, you know. Like what Kev said, like he fell right in our hands, and like we had the best thing was about the draft was we was able to pick the corner that we actually wanted. Like we had options on the board as well. But you know, another thing going into about this corner, man, they said he went 400 and some snaps without getting a touchdown on him. So
oh yeah, he sure did.
that's elite right there, bro. Regardless of what school you went to. Like the tape don't lie. And then you go to the Senior Bowl and show out, and you know you put your name out there. So you know I definitely feel like he's definitely gonna be a generational talent for the Eagles. I feel like this is definitely the right fit and the right culture for him to be in. So I get this draft grade an A+, like all the way.
And let me add to that too, because not only that, bro. Okay, he had, I think it was like either only 1 or 2 flags on him in the past 2 seasons. Okay, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's this.
You know.
So not only did you get a dog, you got a dog that know how to sit, heel,
right,
fetch. You know what I'm saying? He come back home. Like you got a disciplined demon out there. You know what I'm saying? And another aspect of it too. Darius Slay, who knows how many years he got left? Maybe 1. Maybe this is last year in Philadelphia. We don't know. Bradbury, you know, since they drafted Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, Bradbury's out the door. I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Yep.
But you know, to take it a step further, right? In the NFC East, the wide receiver position is something that the Eagles got to pay attention to. I mean, Scary Terry McLaurin cook us every time we play him. CeeDee Lamb, he cooked us. He cooked us all last year.
Facts again.
Who else? The Giants just drafted Malik Neighbors. Now, granted, he ain't got a quarterback, but that's still a player that you don't. If he wide open, the ball got to hit him at some point. So I'm just glad that you got a legitimate guy back there, a young guy that you can develop. I think he's going to thrive so well with Vic Fangio, with the new DB coaches. I think he's in a prime situation. Another aspect of it that I want to throw at y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm a firm believer that these dudes, these DBs that they brought in, Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, you want to know why they're going to be ready to go? Because they not only learning from Darius Slay and not only learning from CJ Gardner-Johnson, but they got to line up every day against Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Oh yeah.
So you know for a fact they ain't got no choice but to be ready.
Yeah, them niggas gonna be red tay, cuz.
I ain't think of that, Tone. That's facts though.
That was the first thing they said. Like they ready to match up with AJ and Smitty.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Matter of fact, they asked Q. They asked Q and said, "Hey, who you want to match up with? Who you looking forward to?" He said Devontae Smith. He said that quick.
Right.
Yep.
And he said he wanted his first quarterback interception pass to be off Jalen Hurts. So he ready to get down and dirty in camp. Like
I like him.
Hey, that's good too, man.
I love it.
That's fact. Now, before we move to Cooper DeJean, I also want to ask, do you guys think Quinton Mitchell will start week 1, or do you think it's gonna be Slay? Let me rephrase. Do you think it's gonna be Slay, Mitchell, or do you think it's gonna be Slay and Bradbury, or do you think it's gonna be Slay and Isaiah Rodgers starting week 1?
I didn't think about Rodgers. That's a good question, Kev. I'm curious to know what you think.
I'm going Quinton Mitchell starting day 1. I mean, he's an athletic freak. He's disciplined. I think he's polished and ready to go. There's no reason we should be starting James unless James Bradbury shows us a complete makeover in preseason. And it's got to be in preseason because I'm not really ready to give him that spot week 1. I'm ready to give it to the young guy and let him go. He's polished. He's going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. He's going to make them. I don't give a damn. I'm ready to live through him, watch him make his mistakes, and watch him learn from it. But I think that's a guy you have to start week 1 on either side of the field. I don't care where it is. He has to start week 1. He is your first round pick. We're not redshirting this guy. We're going to get him trained up, and we're going to send him out there, and he's going to play for the next 10 years for the Eagles.
I agree.
That's that.
I agree 100%. You don't draft a guy like that, of that caliber. Look, you don't draft the number 1 cornerback prospect on many people's draft boards, right? Some people say they had Terry Arnold 1 or Cooper DeJean 1, whatever. But primarily, most of these draft boards, most of these evaluators had Quinton Mitchell as the number 1, period. And you don't draft that guy and redshirt him the first year. Let's be honest. You went DB 2 picks in a row. That's a shot right at Bradbury.
Right.
That's fact.
Facts, man. Dog. Yeah. So you got to start, man. I'm tired of Bradbury. I think all of us tired of Bradbury. He got to go. He out there looking old and washed up and cooked. So you got to start him, bro. I'm high on Ringo too, bro. I still like Ringo, cuz. So, and we brought back Maddox. You know, man, I don't know, bro. We got so much depth at corner now, bro. So Bradbury can really just kick rocks, y'all. He just get up out of here and let Quinton Mitchell do his thing, bro.
Hey, and one more thing, I'm sorry, y'all, but it's good depth. It's good depth we got at cornerback. We got a lot of young guys who are trying to make a name for themselves, and we got a couple of vets who are still pretty good. We have great depth at that cornerback position. It's gonna be a flat out battle.
Let me ask you a question.
To watch it.
Let me ask you a question real quick before y'all go to the next topic. I got a question. Let's just say 6 corners make the starting roster. Let's just say 6. It may be 7. I don't know, but let's just say 6, right? Obviously, we got Slay. Obviously, we got Quinton Mitchell. After that, who's the other 4 corners that you bringing along on week 1?
That's crazy.
Let me go. All right, we got Slay. We got Quinton Mitchell, first round pick. Keely Ringo.
Okay.
Isaiah Rodgers.
Okay.
I gotta go. Eli Ricks. I think he's not gonna be a starter, but that's a great depth piece right there. Eli Ricks, number 5.
All right, one more.
And Avonte Maddox. Those are my 6 right there.
Okay, because Maddox he's in a unique situation too. He's in a situation where they cut him and brought him back, so now he got to earn it all over again.
Right. He could be
facts.
Those are my 6 though.
Go ahead, Quasi. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kev hit right on the note. I don't really gotta say much.
Now, Kev, did you say Bradbury too, Kevin, or no?
No. I didn't include Bradbury at all.
Okay.
See, I'm assuming he getting cut. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm assuming he getting cut, so I'm not even pulling him in no plans.
Y'all tripping, man.
Oh man, look. If he doesn't get cut, then I will have him in there too because he's gonna be taking too much money not to have him included in there.
Exactly,
now,
bro.
Assuming he doesn't get cut, with my 6 would be Slay, Mitchell, Bradbury, Keely Ringo, Maddox, and Eli Ricks. Oh no. I think Eli Ricks would have to be the guy out. Isaiah Rodgers would have made it instead of Eli Ricks.
Yeah.
Shit,
because once the Eagles draft you, you get a little bit of extra leash when they draft you. Ringo got drafted, and the and they've been waiting on Rick for like 2 years, so they're gonna let him make the. They waiting on him to see what he got.
Like Rogers, yeah.
Like, you gotta move on from James Bradbury because I mean we just let go our best player on defense. So you telling me we gonna hold on to James Bradbury?
Bro, we paid him $30 million.
But he ain't. I'm saying though, his cap hit is after June 1st, like what, $6 million. So I mean that ain't nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can eat that up.
They're gonna eat that. They
Him
gonna eat
Yeah.
that.
right now coming out of college with 4.33 speed, they can play. They can play press and off coverage, mainly off coverage. So I mean, you can't go wrong with that, man. There's no way you can't go forward with James Bradbury. I feel like he lost his confidence. That's the major thing. I feel like he can still play, but the thing is, he lost his confidence. That's what I
San
believe.
Francisco. He's still in week 13. He's still in week 13 against San Francisco. That's what it was. He's still stuck there. He's stuck and he can't get out.
Bro.
That's a fact. Now let's go to round 2, man. Cooper DeJean. All right. So we traded 2 over on with the 3rd round pick, and to move up to grab him. Okay. So what do you guys think about getting Cooper DeJean at round number 2?
I like
at first, until I started watching some more of his tape, bro. Hey, he can tackle, bro, for a corner. He can tackle like a motherfucker, and he can track the ball, man. He got plenty of interceptions, bro. He can track the ball with like the best of them out there, bro. So, hey, man, I'm happy with the pick now. Like I said, at first I didn't care for it. So I watched some more of that boy tape. Hey, I think we got us one, bro. And Mitchell and him, bro. Hey, DeJean gonna be all right, fool. DeJean, haven't heard you say his name.
I say DeJean. That's my DeJean.
DeJean.
Like the mustard.
What's up?
How you doing, Ms. Ash?
It's Ash. What's good?
But yeah, I like the move though. I like them bringing in Cooper DeJean. I see this whole offseason has been the Eagles just going against a norm or going against their conventional thought, right? Like, it started with them signing Saquon Barkley to that contract. That was the first move where we said, "Whoa, this is not Eagles like," and they've been trending that way the entire offseason. So the Cooper DeJean move, back-to-back DBs. See, I don't look at Cooper DeJean. Me personally, after watching his film, reading the scouting reports and listening to people that I trust, right?
Yeah.
But more so just watching him. When I look at him, I don't see your prototypical corner. I don't see like a Darius Slay type, or I don't see a Jair Alexander, or I don't see
bro.
I don't see that from him. I see
that's not a knock on him though, Tone, right?
No, exactly. I don't see, I guess my point is I don't see a traditional corner when I look at him. I see a defensive weapon. I see a guy that you move all over that defense. One play he had safety, one play he in a slot, one play he in the box, one play he at the line of scrimmage, but to take off like the player that I compared him to, and from a physical build, they're a little different. I want the Eagles to use him in a Trent McDuffie role for the Chiefs. The Chiefs use Trent McDuffie. Coach Spags, if you notice in both Super Bowls, even just throughout the season, they use Trent McDuffie all over that field. Sometimes he on the outside. Sometimes he in the slot. Sometimes they use him as a blitzer. Sometimes he back there at safe. They use him all over the field. You never know where he is, and he creates he creates a different dynamic for that defense. I think when you think about Cooper DeJean's versatile skill set, his unique physical traits, he has a strong chance to make an immediate impact in year one and should see grass time in week 1. And again, I think your outside corners are Slay and Mitchell, and then you got Cooper DeJean at safety with CJGJ. In my opinion, that's the best.
I forgot about Gardner Johnson.
That's the best combination, if you ask me, because again, his skill set is so versatile, and then the size. He's 6 feet, like 220. Like he's a wait. Maybe I'm spicing the size a little bit. Hold on. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, boy.
He said, "Hold on, let me check that real
No
quick."
Diddy, no Diddy.
220 maybe a little heavy.
Hold on, let me check.
Oh man, I got to drink for that one.
He definitely 6 feet, but he is all right. My bad. 203. I'm all over the place.
Okay,
So
yeah.
he 203, 6 feet, 203. Trip McDuffie is like 5'10", 193. So if you get a bigger, more athletic version than Trip McDuffie, that's crazy. So I think they got more than a corner in Cooper DeJean. They got a weapon, they got a safety, they got a slot, they got a linebacker. I think he's gonna be all over that field. Vic Fangio was gonna have fun with this kid.
Let's not forget, he's also a return specialist.
Oh hell yeah!
Something we've tried to find it, but I thought we had it in Britton Covey. I swear to you, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we had it in Britton Covey. Now he's not bad. He can field a punt. He can get you a few yards, but I haven't seen that dynamic ability. He may have broke one or two, but Covey, I haven't really seen a dynamic return specialist.
It's not explosive, right? It's not like you trust him back there, but he not.
I trust him to field the punt. I trust him to field the punt,
and whatever you get after that is a plus, right?
Whatever is a plus. But DeJean, I mean, I remind you, all these guys are coming from college, so it's all speculation and hope and wish. But what he showed us, I mean, he's just a flat out ball player. He's a flat out ball player. So I'm hoping and I'm waiting to see if he can be as dynamic as he was in college as a special teams guy. That's just what I'm talking right now. I've seen him field some punts. He just got that juice almost. He can return stuff, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want no special teams, bro. I need him on defense. I need him touching the grass. Fuck that, bro. I'm sorry.
The ball, Weezy. If he can house it, I need him touching the ball.
If
touching the ball.
If it's me though, to your point, because he definitely bring that return element to his game, right? But it's me though. If it's me, knowing that he came off of that broken fibula, I think in November or December or something like that. Knowing he came off of that. I don't know if I want him back there now. You know, I think I just want him playing defense. You know what I'm saying? But another reason I say that is because, and we're gonna get to this with other draft picks, the Eagles drafted a few guys that could return some kicks. Will Shipley, he don't get talked about enough as a return man. He returned a lot of kicks. And then Anaya Smith, we're gonna get into them too. I call him Mr. All-Purpose, Mr. Do-It-All. Hustle man. You go into the barbershop. He the boy that comes to the barbershop, got DVDs, ACs. He got what else he got? He got shoes, he got sneakers in the trunk, he got Timbs, he got everything you need.
He got everything you need.
He do everything. So and I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I think I don't want DeJean back there return a kick just because he came off that broken fibula, and I just want to make sure I'm getting the best out of him on defense.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely feel like this kid is an athlete. Like, look, this guy played basketball and football. He averaged 24 and 7 and won the state in high school in basketball.
Don't forget he had track star too.
So he was dominating basketball too. I'm pretty sure he had offers in basketball as well. So
yeah,
like I'm not, by all means, I'm not saying he is this person, but he kind of comes off as Deion Sanders entering the league because he could do everything. But I'm not saying that he's actually Deion Sanders.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, man, I feel like this is definitely an A+ grade. Now I really wanted to draft a linebacker right there in that position, but I mean, it is what it is. He was projected to be the second best corner on the board. Now that I think in the entire draft too. So yeah, man, you can't go wrong with that, bro. Like you had to get him.
Yeah, you brought up a good point. Good point. And the last thing I'll say is to that point, right? About I know a lot because I was we always covering it, right? Everybody kept screaming linebacker in the second round, but the reality is, in the draft, you draft best available, not for need. And at that point, Cooper DeJean falling out of the first round at pick 40, and you had a chance to get him. You don't draft a linebacker and that guy on the board. I'm sorry. Because again, he's a weapon in my opinion. He's a defensive weapon.
You're right, man. Okay.
I'm going to ask you that.
I didn't think of it like that, y'all. Y'all fucking right.
I mean, but I always holler best play available. But it seemed like when Edgerrin Cooper was on that board, I was kind of infatuated with his play.
I was too.
And to not take him, it kind of threw me off because we need linebacker. That's still I feel like that's still the biggest question mark. But we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But like you said, Tom, taking the best player available, a defensive weapon. I like Cooper DeJean, and I would have liked Edgerrin Cooper as well. I would have felt the same. But I feel like both of those guys are going to make an impact on this team, regardless. Have we taken Cooper, and then we got DeJean? Those two guys would have made a big impact on the team. So,
and you get a lot
I
with
can't
Cooper.
complain.
You get a lot with him too. Again, like he give you so much. The corner, the slot, the safety. Like he giving you a lot. So I mean, yeah. I'm just really curious to see what he turned into. I'm really curious.
Let me tell you this, man, because whenever we picked him, I was upset, man. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Not upset that we picked him, upset for how much we gave out. We give up 2 second rounds to get him, you know.
Let me clear that up for you.
Yes.
Let me clear that up.
Yep.
Can I clear that up? So
go ahead.
So what they did was it was basically a 3 for. Basically, it was a bunch of pick swaps, right? So the Eagles had the 50 and the 53rd overall pick in the second round, right?
Yep.
And Washington had the 40th, and they had a 3rd or something, and they had some 5th round pick. So basically, what we did was we basically traded our 50th pick for their 40th.
Yep.
Our 53rd for like their 3rd round pick, and then they gave us a better 5th round pick. So in reality, you just swapped picks. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you didn't lose a pick, you just swapped. And
okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's how I look at it though. Because I know a lot of people kept saying, "Why you traded 2 seconds for DeJean?" It's like, it's not that simple. You know, it was more so just it was 3 for 3. They just pretty much just swapped picks. It was like you had 3 picks, I had 3, and I just said, you take mine, I'll take yours.
I feel you. And another thing is like I think because everybody or most of us we wanted on Edgerrin Cooper, and because I guess for the past 2-3 years we've been getting killed in the middle of the field, you know, especially by the tight ends and all, you know. So we want to solidify the middle of the field with a linebacker, which we have not had a really good linebacker since I don't know how long, you know, since a really good I don't know how long, but DJ Edwards, he was pretty good, you know. But like a special player coming out of college, we haven't had it since I can't really remember, you know. And that's something that we all believe that Edgerrin Cooper could be that guy, you know. But like you said, with Cooper DeJean, I like the pick. I like him on pause, and like you said, he can play everywhere. He can play in safety. He can play the corner on inside, outside, and he's gonna be a weapon for us, you know. And after draft and like after a couple of days of going, seeing his highlights and listening to everybody talk about him as well, it got me a little bit more comfortable with him as well, you know.
I agree.
Now I want to ask you this because on the 3rd round pick, man, you know, and that's the one that we traded with on the Commanders. I don't know much about him. I'm not gonna lie. Jalen Cut, okay. Please tell me something to make me feel comfortable about this pick, man. You know, because
I know. Say something, Tone. Tell us something. Shit.
All right. So I was looking forward to this, to this guy coming up because I was looking forward to the conversation about this draft pick because when we picked him, I don't know if you guys saw me live, but when we picked him, I was like, okay. I had to kind of like really like dig deep and try to find out who he was, what he, you know what I mean? And so the situation is with him, I mean, all right, first and foremost, 6'4", 252. I like the measurables. I like the size at the edge rusher position, that edge / off-ball linebacker position. I like the measurables at 6'4" and 252, right? He ran a 4.64 40, which is really good at that size. 37.5-inch vertical, 128-inch broad jump. After the 40, he had when you think about the 40-yard dash with the 4.64 40-yard dash, he had a 1.6 second split, which is really, really good. 82, almost a 83-inch wingspan. The dude is rangy. He's athletic. He's an athletic freak. Now he used to be a DB, turned edge rusher. So he was a safety in college at first, and then he transferred to Houston Christian and became an edge rusher. put on a lot of weight. He was at DB, he only weighed like 200, like 198. He put on north of 50 pounds of muscle. So this dude is a physical freak in terms of just the athletic ability that he brings from the DB role and then bring that to the edge rusher role. And one of the reasons I feel like this pick makes sense for them, and again, he's a project. I want to make that very clear. He's the kind of player that, well, first of all, I feel like every team has that one player that they draft. Is like, okay, this is a guy we're going to try to work, try to maximize him as much as we can.
Yeah.
When it comes to him, though, he's a very unique prospect. Like I said, formerly played DB and then transitioned to edge and linebacker. If the Eagles handle his development correctly, and you couple that with the size and the physical traits and the God-given ability, he could turn into a legit starter with those physical traits, the speed, the athleticism. He's a flexible player. He has good bend, but his limitations come as an edge rusher where because he wasn't playing a position that long, he doesn't have the deepest bag of moves. So that's when he's going to have to get close to guys like Josh Sweat, get close to guys like BG, talk to Bryce Huff, right? Bryce Huff built himself up from an undrafted rookie all the way to a $17 million per year player. So he's going to have to really get close to these guys, get close to Jalen Carter. He's going to have to really add a deeper bag when it comes to his pass rush moves. But if they can figure him out, if he can get it together, because in order for him to transition from DB to edge rusher, not only do you got to be a smart player, but you got to be committed to your craft. You got to be committed to your body. You got to be ultra disciplined. And one of the first things he said on draft night was, "Hey, coach, where the playbook at? I need that playbook ASAP."
Yeah.
So he's a student of the game. He's a unique prospect. He's a smart kid. I like the physical traits, but again, that's one of those picks that you kind of, the ceiling is high, but the floor can be low. That's how I look at it. What y'all think?
I think he could be to me, when I'm watching his tape, I feel like he can be a Josh Sweat. But I still feel like we reached right there at the third pick. I feel like we could have probably got him with the fourth or fifth round. The fourth round pick, or the fifth round pick.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all, because I actually kind of agree with you on that, especially with the fourth. Maybe fourth for sure. I'm not mad at that notion at all. I really agree with you on that part.
Yeah, because you got to think about it, was still some players now on the board with that third pick. We passed up on some players now, but that was my only issue. But just looking at his game, I feel like his ceiling could be Josh Sweat. Like, just for me looking, I feel like he could be a Josh Sweat.
See, my thing is, I want to know how many other teams had interest in that guy, for us to pick him at such a high, in the top 100. We picked this man in the top 100.
Good point.
How many other teams thought that he was that guy too to pick at a decent range like that? Because I figure first, second, and third round, you got a chance to start day one. And this guy came from a school who was kind of unknown, lower tier. I'm not sure what division or what conference, but to pick a guy in the top 100, how many other teams thought the same way we did? And then we had to snatch him. We had to snatch him in the third, and we passed up Peyton Wilson and a whole bunch of other guys. Quiz. I'm saying Peyton Wilson because I was expecting him at a pick like that. I expected a double dip at linebacker, but my question is, we picked him in the top 100 at 94, 96, something like that.
We got him at 94. Yep, you're right, 94. And then Peyton Wilson came off at 98.
What the fuck?
How many other teams thought about this guy like we did for us to pick him so high, but know that he's a developmental piece?
That's a good question.
That's my only knock.
No, that's a real good question. One thing I will say though, when I look at him and think about his transition from DB to edge, he clearly was a Vic Fangio. Like, Vic Fangio clearly fell in love with him. He's given Vic Fangio pick to me.
I was talking to Josh Davis as well, from Phil Special Show, and he like, I asked him the same thing, and he was like, he did tell me too that it was a Vic Fangio pick. You know what I'm saying? Because Vic Fangio apparently fell in love with him on pause, and that's like, and it was his pick.
I think that's one of the reasons why Hassan not here. Also, like the fact that Hassan doesn't really have good coverage ability. when you got a DB turned edge rusher and he has those physical traits at 6'4", 252, like it's crazy to think a guy put on that much size, that much weight, and he moves that well.
That's a lot.
So for him to put on that kind of size and still have that kind of athleticism that you see on film, you got to ask yourself, damn, do Vic Fangio look at him as like one of those, like maybe do he look at him as maybe one of those Cooper DeJean type players, the versatility, right? He has the speed and the bend and the flexibility to rush the passer, but he also can drop back in coverage and run that Vic Fangio scheme because Vic Fangio likes to drop back his edge rushers a little bit, and it's all ball linebackers. So maybe they kind of looked at him as if they can tap into that potential, he can be dangerous. Again, the physical traits is all there. When I look at him, I say, okay, he looked the part. Now, can he play the part?
Facts.
I will say this though, with the new defensive line coach, we gonna find out because the one that we just got from Seattle. So hopefully he can develop these boys. The new defensive line coach we got.
Well, he was a reach, but hey, bro, it is what it is, man. They were better players on the damn board. We picked who we picked, bro. Fuck it.
Hey, this is the perfect time to say go Birds regardless right here.
Hey, go Birds regardless, right?
Yeah, still go Birds regardless. You feel me? Hey, we picked who we picked, cuz, and say, hey, if he develop, he develop. I'm pretty sure he's gonna develop because look at Josh Sweat.
Yep. You just gotta trust the coaches, man. Let them do their thing, you know.
I'm so excited for the season because, but I'm excited for the next 2 years because this is a youth movement on defense, but not just youth, but they talented as hell. And
hell yeah,
I think they was also thinking about it like, all right, you're gonna have BG or this BG last season, obviously. It's BG last season, and Josh Sweat, they still don't know what they're gonna do with him long term, right? So Jalix Hunt is definitely going to have an opportunity to get on the grass next season without a doubt, as long as he keep developing. But I think because where BG is in his career, I think the rotation is going to be because I think Nolan and I think Bryce Huff. I think Nolan Smith is Bryce Huff's backup, right? And I think BG is Sweat's backup. But because BG is not going to be playing that high amount of snaps, Sweat's going to need another guy to rotate with also. I think that's where Jalix Hunt come in. If he can get on the field and get confident early, at least get him maybe 10 snaps, 15 snaps a game, maybe, then we might be again, I want to see I need to see him in action. I'm sorry. That's the only prospect where I'm like, I need to see this guy play. I need to because he came out of nowhere. I never heard of Houston Christian in my life.
Me either. That's what I was saying, bro. When we drafted him, I was like, Houston Christian? He was Houston Christian? Hey, y'all tell him I was there like, what? Houston Christian?
Yo, hey, Weezy, it's don't it sound like a mega church?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Come meet me at Houston Christian Tabernacle.
Hell no.
Fella, watch.
Yo, what about Will Shipley, man? Round number 4. One of the first running back coming out of on the draft. What do you guys think about Will Shipley, man?
I love him.
Hey, wait a minute. Just before we go, bruh, Ray Davis was still on the board when we drafted this.
Who?
Ray Davis.
He right.
Ray Davis from Kentucky.
On the board. I was hot, but no, real Shipley cold. I ain't gonna lie. But Ray Davis is still on the board, man. You got Ray Davis is something else. I ain't gonna lie.
That's gonna be something you're gonna be looking out for, Quiz, huh? That's gonna be your battle right there. How Will Shipley does with us.
I ain't mad about the pick. I'm just saying Ray Davis is on the board.
He cold too. Ray Davis, he got some juice with him. He got some juice for real. But Will Shipley, I don't know too much about the guy. Honestly, I don't watch too much college football like that. I'm more of an NFL guy. But from what I did see from Will Shipley, or what I heard about him, is he is a great pass catcher. He's a little guy. He's not super big, like appearance wise, but he runs like it, sort of like a Gainwell. But maybe he could be better than that guy. And I honestly, I don't hate Gainwell. I just thought he'd be a little bit better than what he was. That's all I got to say. I thought he'd be a little bit better than he was. But Will Shipley, he's a 4th round pick. I'm ready to see what he got. I don't know too much about him. I know he's a great pass catcher. and what I've seen, he runs hard between the tackles. We're gonna see what he got. I can't wait to camp.
Yeah, I think Will Shipley is going to be. Look, this may be bold to say, but I think Will Shipley could take Gainwell's spot.
I think he's
Because
better.
Oh, that's as soon as he got drafted, he took Gainwell's spot, bro.
that may be, like, and look, here's another thing we got to keep in mind, right? Gainwell, I could tell you exactly, the size comparison, because Shipley is actually bigger than Gainwell, and he's just a bigger player. So Kenny Gainwell, listen to this. Kenny Gainwell is 5'9", 200 pounds. Will Shipley, 5'11", 206. So I look at it like this. Will Shipley, at that size, 5'11", 206, he ran a 4.39 40. That white boy could run. he ran a 4.39 40 with a 38.5 inch vertical, 6.81 second 3-cone drill. He quick feet, can get to the edge quick, can break away quick. He can catch the ball from the backfield. He runs hard, always falling forward. Ball carrier vision is probably his most dominant trait. And then I'm trying to think what else. Also, he was super productive at Clemson. As a matter of fact, just to put it in perspective, 34 total touchdowns, just over 3,200 total yards. He had 904 kick return yards.
Oh my God.
And he averaged over 5 yards a carry. Again, I feel like the theme of this draft class was versatility, top to bottom. Cooper DeJean, versatile. Jalix Hunt, versatile. Will Shipley, versatile. Anaya Smith, versatile. Dylan McMahon, the offensive lineman, versatile. Like, I mean, I can't argue with picking up Will Shipley, a guy that led the ACC in rushing since 2021.
Like, he way better.
I ain't even know this shit.
Yeah, he productive. He listen. He was productive in the ACC and Clemson. Clemson played some good. They play some good teams.
Yep.
But
Oh yeah,
I got to give credit where credit's due. He was real productive. I'm not mad at where they picked him at, and I think I really think that he can take Gainwell's spot.
Yeah, I think he already. Yeah, he's already better than MVG.
y'all hate Kenny G, bro.
Oh, because like he made me mad one too many times, man. Like
I feel
it's just like he has never, like, we all had moments where we say, "Ooh, remember that run by Kenny Gainwell?" Oh, that moment. But he has never given us like that game where we said,
"You right, dog."
That was the Kenny Gainwell game. Like he came alive. Like he just never had any big moments to me to make me look at him any other way. And I'll take it a step further. Kenny Gainwell was entering year 4. He was a 5th round draft pick, meaning that the 4th year of the contract is the contract year. They don't owe him no money past this year. He could be free agent next year. I firmly believe the Philadelphia Eagles already made up in their mind that they're not going to resign him, because you just drafted a running back in Will Shipley. That puts him on a fresh rookie deal, 4 years. Why pay Kenny Gainwell when you just drafted Will Shipley? And then you got these other guys behind him, waiting in the rafters, like Lou Nichols and Tyrion Price, and you picked up the undrafted free agent running back
from Texas A&M,
from Georgia, His name is I got it right here.
I'll have it over here too.
His name is Kendall Milton.
Yep.
Big dude. That dude, he like 6'2", 225, like two. He a big dude, always falling forward. So I just don't see Kenny Gainwell's future in Philadelphia beyond this year. He probably gonna make the roster, obviously, but I think Kenny Gainwell time is over now that Will Shipley here.
Well, shit, his ass might not make the roster here. If Will Shipley beat him out, he gonna get cut.
But they're gonna keep three. They're gonna keep 3 running backs. They're gonna keep 3 of them. So,
oh yeah. Well, he said he can still get cut.
Gainwell gonna make the roster this year.
Yeah, he going to. I think, honestly, the running back room is going to be literally Saquon Barkley, Kenny Gainwell, and Will Shipley. It's just a matter of whether or not Shipley get more carries than Gainwell.
That's it. I agree.
And whenever Shipley was on the board too, and whenever we draft him on, like what I said, like there was Ray Davis, like those are my top two. It was Will Shipley and Ray Davis as well. And I was hyped, man. I watched a little bit of Clemson, not much because I don't watch college football that much either.
Yeah,
But I
same.
watched a little bit of Clemson last year, and man, like he just popped off. Like every time you watch him, like it just would have popped off on TV, man. You know, so like I was super excited whenever we actually picked him as well. And like I said, he can return punts as well, you know, so and he can catch from the backfield as well. So like that's another weapon right there, you know, for Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm. Facts. I think Will Shipley being with Saquon Barkley is a great like I think all these rookies are in great situations when it comes to the personnel around them, the coaching. I think all these guys are in prime real estate to really learn and maximize their opportunities, especially again, Will Shipley, you're gonna be playing behind Saquon Barkley. Like he said Saquon Barkley was the first one to reach out to him. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Will Shipley, I'm glued to Saquon Barkley's hip. I need to know what you're eating. I need to know what you're lifting. I need all that.
That's real.
To his hip. Real shit though, man.
Yeah.
Now, Anaya Smith, 5th round pick, man. What do you guys think about that wide receiver that we got from
Mr. Do Everything?
Hey, that was a good ass pick.
Yeah,
man, I liked it. Pause.
No, it was, man. Like I said, Mr. All Purpose, man. You need an AC, he got you. You need some brakes, he got you. You need what else? You need some food stamps, he got you. Whatever it is you need, he coming through. Because again, listen to this, right? 50 games played. 50 games played for Texas A&M, right? Had 34 starts. But during his time playing, through those opportunities, over 2,400 receiving yards, averaged 13 yards a catch. Now I know 2,400 yards through 50 games. You look at in college, you're like, that's not that much. But hear me out, right? 50 games, 34 starts, 2,400 receiving yards, averaged 13 yards a catch, 19 receiving touchdowns, 405 rushing yards, 4 rushing TDs, 836 punt return yards, 2 punt return TDs. He does everything.
Hell
He had. It's funny on my live stream earlier. I was saying that I feel like each prospect, each young player, has different size targets that they can hit. And what I mean by that is, I feel like Anaya Smith compared to a Johnny Wilson. I think Anaya Smith, in terms of making a roster, his target is bigger. Why? Because he can do more. Return, the slot. You can use him in jet sweeps. And then whereas on Johnny Wilson, big body, 6'6", 230, outside of maybe tight end, but he got to pick up those traits. But Johnny Wilson not returning no kicks for you. You know what I mean? So I feel like Anaya Smith, maybe if it's not as the wide receiver 3, maybe he can beat out Britton Covey for that punt return spot, right?
Punt return spot.
Yeah, and again, the speed, the elusiveness, being able to move around in the running game, maybe in jet sweeps or whatever it may be. I just feel like his versatility gives him a better chance of making his roster and making a more immediate impact.
He's pretty damn fast too.
Yeah. And it looked like he had a pretty good route runner too, with great hands. You know,
he's smooth.
Like I said, I don't watch too much college football. Texas A&M, I don't watch too much of it, but he looked like he a smooth route runner. He don't look like he blazing fast, but he's kind of a stocky guy. You know, take hits across the middle, kind of tough, good hands. I don't see why he couldn't compete for the starting job in the slot. Because who we got right now, you know, it's wide open. That third receiver position is wide open. He has a shot for it. You know, he's a decent player. I like the pick for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this: between Anaya Smith, Cooper DeJean, Isaiah Rodgers, and Britton Covey, who do you have returning punts?
Anaya Smith.
We got too much finesse.
Anaya Smith. I'm gonna put the young guy back there. Let him do that shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Anaya Smith, the first couple punts I seen, he was muffing the hell out of them punts. Man.
Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That one I saw you.
The
one-
one he took him to the house, but I'm like, bro, we gotta get that under control.
Yeah, it's the NFL. They faster.
No punts.
Facts.
Can't do
Facts.
that.
Facts. I agree with you there, but I think I got to go with Nias with that one. I just think he's so smooth in just how he moves. It just seemed like he trying to take it to the house every time. And also on top of that, when Steve Smith Sr. give you the green light, I'm rolling. Steve Smith, he spot him. So if Steve Smith said he the guy, I'm rolling. I trust Steve Smith.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
What happened, Quaddy?
What'd you say, Quayle?
you know he was a dog for sure. Steve Smith, that dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Steve Smith, one of the best, man.
He used to do what's the name? I forgot the quarterback name. Hakeem Talib. He used to do him dirty. Hakeem Talib.
Oh yeah, he's a kill to leave.
Yeah.
He used to smoke to leave boots, bro. Real shit.
He used to be fighting on the field and all.
All right, what's the next player?
Next player, Jeremiah Trotter, man. You know, that's what we were all looking for. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for that pick, especially after we didn't get Adrian Cooper or Peyton Wilson. What do you guys think and what you guys expect from Jeremiah Trotter in his first year with the Eagles?
Let me go ahead and snatch this one.
Mhm.
So I think he's going to be a day one starter.
You think so?
I think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is going. I think he's going to be a day one starter.
Yeah. And I don't mean that negatively, by the way. I don't mean that negatively, by the way. It's just, I'm just shocked that you said that. That's all.
But let me give you a little more insight. We still don't have any depth at linebacker. We still don't have anyone.
We don't.
A starter. We got Devin White. We got Kobe Doom, who hasn't shown improving anything. We got Jeremiah Trotter, who hasn't shown improving anything. We got Ben Van Summer, who hasn't shown improving anything. Who else do we have? That's
I don't know.
enough. God.
You got
we don't have
Oren.
linebacker.
You got
Yeah,
Oren
Green
Burks.
Man's going to start.
You got what's the dude that said Zach Bond they brought in.
We got Zach Bond, but
I like Zach Bond. A lot of people not paying no mind. I like him, yo. I think he's versatile. Like I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know who the hell Zach Bond is.
He did okay work with the Saints. Last year, they had gone through a lot of injuries, so he had to come in, especially in the back end of the season. You know, when they was really trying to get into the playoffs, and he really showed up. He was stuffing the stat sheet: sacks, tackles for loss, interceptions. He was all over the place. He's one of those. You know what it is? I think what they're hoping out of Jalen Hunt is for him to be just a better version of Zach Bond, because Zach Bond can rush the passer, but he can also drop back in coverage because he's athletic. And I think they just hoping that they can get the best version of Jalen Hunt, like in terms of that, right? In terms of just that overall impact. But Jeremiah Trotter Jr., though, I think he has an opportunity. See, that linebacker room crowded. It's crowded. And nobody, that's the good thing about it, too. Nobody has nothing on lock. Yep. So we're going to see what Jeremiah Trotter does. I like the value more than anything, right? You got him in the fifth round. And according to PFF, he had a 92 coverage grade since 2022. So that's
what we fucking need,
and that's what we need. He brings up. He may not be the biggest dude at 6 feet 228, but I think he can put on more size. But he also brings a lot of athleticism, a lot of versatility to the linebacker position as well. He was the most productive defensive player in Clemson since he's been there. And he was arguably the most productive linebacker in the nation when it comes to like tackles and interceptions, forced fumbles, all that. He was everywhere. He did a lot. So, for me, what stands out the most about him and where his value stands out amongst from the rest in that linebacker room with the Eagles is the raw coverage ability. He's totally different from his dad. His dad was a bigger dude, way more physical.
Oh yeah.
Junior is more agile, more better, just better in coverage. Things of that nature. He had the highest one. He had he had the highest coverage grade in the nation amongst FBS players since 2022. So
That's insane.
that means something to me. That means something. And you got him
That's
in the fifth round.
insane, cuz.
Yep.
He's a more modern linebacker. He's a more today's type linebacker. And
Yeah.
you can't complain with that. I like the pick. You know, I know he's got a special skill set. His dad played for us, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna all the fan noise. He's gonna block that out. That's not gonna affect him at all. You know, I think he's gonna be a great suit. It's kind of weird to me. It's kind of off topic, but how all the NFL players' sons is down there getting, you know, picked to their, you know, certain teams. I guess it's just Joey Porter Jr. and Jeremiah Trotter, but that's weird. Like how you know, I guess, but those guys are going to do good, or Trotter's going to do good for us. I feel like he's going to be a long-term piece. He fell significantly. I thought he was a second round, third round talent. He fell drastically.
I wonder why he failed like that, bro.
And it's like Howie Roseman kind of knew. We kept trading back and trading back and trading back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, Trotter.
Yeah.
Every time, right? Every time.
Every time. But he finally got him.
He gambled. He gambled.
It was a gamble. It was a big gamble. And I don't knock Howie for the trading, you know, based off what I found out what he got from the trades. But it kind of frustrated me as a fan. You know, I just wanted to pick a player. I wanted to get a playmaker for the squad.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was very eager, like watching him trade back, like that, and it kept throwing me off. Like I was like, okay, I'm like, who we picking? All of a sudden, I'm saying, oh, the Eagles are going to trade. I'm like, yo, pick the fucking linebacker. Like, come on, you making me nervous, kid. Like, come on,
right.
you making me nervous. You know, but again, I think. I watched this draft from pick to pick, from beginning to end, and I don't think I've ever seen Howie read a draft board any better than he did over this weekend. He was reading and reacting to the draft board like it was a tango, and he was just doing his thing, step for step, stride for stride, and whenever his pick got taken, because we wanted Cooper Beebe, the Cowboys got him, we wanted him.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But the moment they took him, the Eagles traded back. And if you notice, so many offensive linemen was coming off the board, and Howie still didn't draft one. He was just waiting. And then he got the guys when he wanted. That's why when I hear certain people say, "Oh, you drafted him because of his last name," I'm like, well, if that was the case, they would have drafted him in the third or the second. They waited. They drafted him in the fifth. So I'm not mad at Howie Roseman taking a chance on Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who was considered to be top 5, top 6 at his position in the draft. I'm not mad at them taking a shot on him in the 5th round. That's value. So I roll with that.
That's fact. And to add to that too, Tone, you gotta think how he did, man, because he not only he hit the holes that we needed, this year, with cornerback, safety, linebacker, on a little bit on offensive line with Travis Keegan and Dylan McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
He also got 3 extra draft picks for next year, a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th.
Yep. We was missing all of that, by the way. We was missing all of that. He just
exactly
we went from having like 6 or 5 picks to like 9.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's not counting that Hassan as well. If he gets 10 sacks and plays 67% next year, we get an extra second as well. You know what I'm saying? Right.
That's for the 2026 draft, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's not for next year. That's for 2 years. You're right.
Yeah. But still, he still like the fact that Howie did what he did just throughout that draft. I don't feel like they got any player that they didn't want, and that's important to me.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact.
Because you saw
they got everybody they wanted. You right about that.
Because think about it. You saw with the Raiders. Listen, the Raiders wanted Michael Penix. They wanted Michael Penix. And when the Atlanta Falcons took him, that fucked up the whole draft. Everybody had to pivot. Because nobody thought Atlanta was taking Michael Penix when they just paid Kirk Cousins $100 million in his back pocket.
Trash.
$180 million for the whole contract. So, like, nobody thought they was taking a quarterback in the top 10. So when they took Michael Penix, Raiders had to pivot. Now, granted, you draft Brock Bowers. That's not a bad pick, but they kind of was like, they were scrambling. So when it comes to Howie Roseman, I don't feel like at any point that I feel like he was scrambling. The player wasn't there. Okay, he traded back. Was patient, traded back. He would have much rather traded back than draft a player he didn't want. And I can respect that.
Yep. Facts.
Okay.
Now, our next guy is Trevor Keegan, man.
I love this pick.
O-line.
I love this pick.
So,
Yo, Uncut. I love this pick.
talk to me, man.
Right.
Man, Trevor Keegan. That's a big boy, man. Let me just make sure I got the measurables in front of me because that's a man, bro. That's a man.
It's a mammoth. It's a goddamn mammoth.
Listen to this. So Trevor Keegan, he was on that 2023 national championship team, Michigan, right? So he is the definition. He is the quintessential blue collar athlete. Now listen to this. After he redshirted in 2019, he only played 5 games in 2020, right? So 2019 he redshirted. 2020 only played 5 games. So he had to get back into the lab and figure out why he wasn't getting these reps. He had to study his film, study himself, right? At 6'5", 310 pounds, right? So after being redshirted in 2019, only played 5 games in 2020, he became a full-time starting left guard, playing in 44 games and starting in 37 games after that. So he had to become a true student to his game. He had to become a true student to his craft. He had to become a film junkie, and he is as physical as they come at the line of scrimmage. Right? Listen, he ran a 5.24 40, not bad at guard with a 10-yard split of 1.78 seconds, not bad. He had a 7.41 3-cone drill. Fast as hell.
Shit, it's fast. It's fast right there, cuz.
Quick. 107-inch broad jump. 4.63 second shuttle. Dude got quick feet. He's strong as hell. And let me take y'all to the numbers, right? And look, I'm not really an analytics guy. I like to really trust my eyes. But it's certain numbers that you look at and you say, nah, this matter to me. Listen to this. Did you guys know in 2023 he allowed 0 sacks the whole season in 2023?
No, I didn't know that.
And that was their national championship year. He allowed no sacks in 2023. He kept JJ McCarthy untouched. Matter of fact, he the reason JJ McCarthy got drafted in the top 15. He protected him. You feel what I'm saying?
That's insane.
So listen, zero sacks allowed in 2023. He only allowed 3 sacks in his entire college career.
That's cold.
That's crazy.
Let me put it in perspective. On 982 pass block snaps, 982 pass block snaps, he only allowed 3 sacks.
This is a steal.
So think about it. So think about it like this. Hey, Uncut. If I give you 982 tries to punch me in the face and you don't hit me 3 times, who won, me or you?
No,
Shit, you won.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You won.
You feel me though? If I give you 982 times to hit a target and you don't hit it 3 times, that target won.
Now.
So,
yeah, that's crazy.
so again, to have that large of a sample size and you only give up that amount of sacks is insane for one. And this is per Pro Football Focus. Let me take it a step further for you. On over 2,200 snaps, on over 2,200 snaps played, he was only penalized 6 times.
How many snaps?
Damn.
20 over 2,200.
Come on, man.
2,200 snaps, only penalized 6 times. You got a disciplined demon.
Hey, Jeff Staley gonna love this.
That's why I was just about to say, Weezy. He's only going to get better. He's going to the greatest offensive line coach in the league.
Bro,
you're only going to get better. You're already kind of polished.
Speaking of offense, hey, how long we got Stoutland for, bro? We need Stoutland to get re-signed too. How much longer he got?
Re-signed Stoutland for a while.
Yeah. They just re-upped Stoutland, I think, last season or 2 years ago, something like that. But like, listen, Stoutland, lifetime contract, You come in whenever you want more money, and I'll make it happen. Whenever you ready.
Hell yeah.
Because he is
No
doing that
no
to
questions
me,
asked.
dog.
Hey, listen, you
He's
get access to the
transforming
company
this guy.
jet. You get access to the company Range Rover, the company
anything
everything.
you want.
Whatever you want, man. And so again, I think he gonna come in competing for that right guard starting spot immediately because he's so polished, because he's so technically sound and so disciplined at the position. Now, granted, the NFL level guys are faster. Your clock is a little different, but he has so many snaps under his belt. Being as disciplined
That shit
as
ain't
he
gonna matter.
is,
Yeah.
he's going to compete with Tyler Steen. He's going to compete with Matt Hennessy, right? For for that right guard spot. And at worst, he becomes a reliable swing guard. At worst, I could roll with that. You drafted him in what, the 5th round?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I think he could be a starting right guard. Guards don't get drafted high in the draft. So I think he's going to push for that starting right guard spot. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a hot take. Trevor Keegan is going to be the starting right guard in week 1.
Over Steve.
That's my hot take. That's my hot take. That's I'm gonna keep that. I haven't said that on any platform yet. Tyler Steen.
Shit, it won't surprise me.
Tyler Steen's gonna get beat out by Trevor Keegan. I don't know why I feel that way.
Damn,
man, but, bro. Only 3 sacks allowed and 982 pass block attempts.
Yeah, that's special, man. That's special.
That is like that. That really is.
Only 3 sacks, like you said. 0. I mean, no sacks.
1,000 snaps, and you give up 3 sacks,
bro. That's not even 1% of the time.
Come on,
bro. This like
that's insane.
That's crazy, man.
But it's a hot take though. It's a hot take. It's a hot take though. So don't pay me no mind. I'm just talking.
Shit, hey, bro, I can see that happening though. Why not? If he beat a motherfucker out, he beat a motherfucker out. Pause.
Fact. Now, before we go to the next player, man, I just want to say, I know, Tony, you had to go. You said only 30 minutes. We went over an hour, man. First of all,
y'all had me rolling. Listen, once it starts, because it's so funny.
Hard to get them going.
Yo, it's like once it starts, because I realized, like, I really love this more than I thought I did. Like, once I start and I'm talking to people that love it just as much as me, it's like you forget about the clock for a second. I looked up, I was like, oh, should I be here for an hour? Damn, let me matter of fact, Uncut, you reminded me. I was like, oh shoot, right. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man, like again, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to, just come on y'all platform and just kick it with y'all, talk, man. Listen, y'all invite me back. And I'll definitely do my best to make it happen, man. It means a lot to me that y'all think of me in that way to have me on. And the opportunity is definitely appreciated. So I know as long as y'all keep going, I tell people this all the time. Matter of fact, I told Weezy a while back. I said, listen, man, start making content, bro. Start doing it.
Yep.
Even if it's 2, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute videos, just get that muscle going. You know what I'm saying? Just keep talking. Keep talking. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, man, people gonna watch if you're consistent. If you're consistent, you putting out a good product and you active, people ain't gonna have no choice but to lock in. So y'all got my support. Whenever y'all need me, I'm gonna do my best to come on. And we'll go from there. So again, I appreciate y'all. Queasy, Kev, Weezy, Uncut, fellas. It truly was a pleasure.
We're gonna have Hotta on here next time though. So yeah. I do Hotta. Wait till Hotta be on here.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch up with y'all, okay?
Yeah, everybody on the chat, man. Make sure
appreciate it.
Subscribe to his channel as well, man. Chalk It Up Sports, man.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, he knows his sport, man. He know his Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you said again, man, we appreciate you coming through as well, bro.
Thank y'all, man. And make sure y'all subscribe to these guys, man. Smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Seriously, that like button is currency in this YouTube space. That like button is lifeblood. When I first, when I was just a regular, just like person that's watching YouTube and all that kind of stuff, you in a habit, you just watching videos, you're not liking nothing, you're not subscribing. But then but now I'm on the other side, I realize, that like button, that subscribe and that notification bell, that moves the needle. So please subscribe, you guys. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you guys know whenever these guys go live. It's so important. It's currency, it's life. It's water to this YouTube space, okay? So keep on nurturing and keep on cultivating this community y'all building. Y'all doing an amazing job. And I'm telling you, man, if y'all just keep going, man, keep having fun with it. Listen, the sky's the limit. That's how I see it. But I catch up with y'all, man. I catch up with
Appreciate it,
y'all.
Tone.
Again, whenever y'all need me,
Talk with you, Tone.
just let me know when y'all need me, and I'll do my best to move some things around. If I can't do it that day, I'll offer an alternative. Just know that whenever you need me, I'll do my best to make it happen.
I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate that.
All right, fellas.
Stay blessed, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Let's go back. Johnny Wilson, man. Round 6. What do you guys think of Johnny Wilson, guys?
Oh yeah,
I think. Go ahead, Quiz. You got it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say yeah, this was one of my second favorite pick in the draft as well too. Like he got a lot of potential, bro. Like I'm surprised that he fell the way he fell. You know, what is like 6'6", like 230. You know, can run 4.5 speed, can catch the ball, a big red zone threat. You know, I feel like Howard did his job with getting this wide receiver because you know we did give him a visit. He did have a visit with us, so you know you can't go wrong with this pick, man. I like it.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Quiz. I feel like he high point the ball well. When I'm watching a few of his highlights, he go up and get that thing. Now the one knock on him that I did hear was he dropped like 8 to 11 passes or something like that last year. He got a problem with that, but now that's a whole lot. I can't even lie to you. That's a whole lot of drop passes right there. Between that numbers right there. But
that is a lot.
It's something that could be.
But one wide receiver, that's a lot.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. But it can be fixed. I believe going back to what I said earlier, it's a confidence thing. It's either that or his hands may not be like that. And he may just be a serviceable guy who come in from time to time. That's why he got drafted so low. But you never know. A guy like Johnny Wilson with that size and that speed, guys come into the league and they start to learn different shit. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. He could learn some different stuff, and he could be a very potent wide receiver for us. You never know. But I like the pick. You know, I like the value that we got him at. We're gonna see in camp. You know, in the preseason what's gonna happen because from Mitchell to what's his name, whoever this guy from NC State we drafted, it's all speculation. We don't know what none of these guys are gonna do. They never played the snap in the league, so I just can't wait to see what they got going on.
Shit. Hey, what's his name again?
Johnny Wilson.
Hey, he's from what school?
Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida State. Oh yeah, I know y'all talking about it now. Hey, as long as he gonna drop 11 balls for us, I'm straight. Pause. Hey, I'm good. As long as this nigga don't drop 11. Hey.
Fact. Bro,
can't be no worse than Quez, bro. Fuck it.
Hey, come on.
Not my nigga Quez right here, but Quez Watkins.
Right,
you know, fuck it. Can't be no worse, man. Whatever. Fuck it.
You killed me with that one, man.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Quez is the one that put me on him too, bro. You know,
Johnny Wilson.
Yeah.
We had gave him a visit, bro. He had came and actually visited the school.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah, they was looking at him then. Yeah, you gave him a visit. We was looking at that motherfucker, man.
He dropped a lot of balls, pause, but not in the red zone. He a red zone fanatic. Like, dude, everything.
Okay, bet. I gotta look at the nigga stat. I mean, I gotta look at the nigga highlights.
Fast as hell for his size.
Now let me ask you this: with who do you think is gonna make? Because we have a crowded wide receiver room, man. Who do you see making the roster? If you're only getting six on 6 roster wide receiver, who do you see making it?
You got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Anaya Smith, you got Britton Covey who's gonna fucking make the roster. You got 4 guys right there.
There's Campbell, Parker, Johnny Wilson.
Okay. I gotta go with
Campbell
make the roster. And I think Devontae Parker will make the roster. Those 6 guys. Chris Campbell, Devontae Parker on the tail end of the cut. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I hope Devontae Parker made the roster, bro.
Yeah.
We got John Ross too. Don't get that sorry ass nigga, man.
Weezy, you know he ain't gonna make the roster at all.
John
Ross? No. Sir.
Hey, he might make it.
some shit.
I just don't see it though. I just don't see it.
I don't see it happening either, bro.
It's
Real
guys
colorful.
coming to the league too fast. Like every year, you got an NFL draft. Guys is coming in with talent. John Ross didn't take a motherfucking. First off, he was a first round pick, he was a bust. He
Yep.
retired after what? 3
Facts.
years, 4 years, something like that. That play. That's a confidence factor right there. You retired from the league within like 3 or 4 years, and I don't even think it was that long. He was a first round pick. Your confidence was fucked up. Had to be.
That's
For
right.
you to get up out the league that fast, and you was a first round pick, and then you want to come back. You're trying to regain your confidence, and I'm not knocking the guy for it. He maybe can, but that's a clear sign that you couldn't handle something at some point in time. It was you called it quits. You quit. You retired. So hopefully he bounced back.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make the roster. I was just saying. I'd rather Devontae Parker make that motherfucker, man.
Oh, for sure. For me, I think who's gonna make it really is gonna be AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Anaya Smith. I think Campbell's gonna make it. Parker's gonna make it, and I think Brian Cove is gonna make it too.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he shouldn't make it. He's not going.
Oh man,
He's gonna make that. He's gonna make the roster.
that's bullshit.
He's gonna make that motherfucking roster, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I agree with you though. He ain't all that.
That he's sorry hell.
He's taking up a roster spot, a wide receiver spot, because I can't tell you how many passes he caught at wide receiver last year. He was just a return man in the wide
None.
receiver room.
He's not better than Greg Ward.
No,
Hell no.
not as a receiver.
No, yeah. Facts.
As a returner for sure. He's better than Greg Ward as a returner, but not a receiver though.
Fuck no.
Nah,
And the last man that we drafted in round 6 as well, it was Dylan McMahon, which is the center from NC State. What do you guys think about him?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't care about that pick.
Hey, but look, I did hear he was versatile as a motherfucker. He played left guard, center, and right guard.
Yeah, I heard he can play all those positions.
I ain't gonna let anybody
Yeah,
look
look at
sorry.
his
Hell,
I don't know too much about him. So just based off his versatility and with a coach like Stoutland that we got, if you can't learn from Stoutland and up your play, you garbage as hell.
Hell yeah, because he took
You
a
can't learn from Stout and up that play.
make the roster, bro. They gonna keep some offensive linemen on them. They gonna.
Oh, for sure. We're gonna do that. It's Philadelphia.
he turned a rugby player to the best in the league, man.
Come on.
Facts on that.
I agree.
Let me bring the other on something else in real quick. But this Quest sent me this earlier, man. You know, and this was hilarious to me, man. You know, let me bring it up. Hold on, real quick.
That boy had the audacity to say he need more opportunity.
All right.
Nigga, that shit cost me like $8,000, man.
Damn.
I was mad as shit, man.
No, I seen it. And they supposed to beat me. I seen it.
Motherfucking. Then the nigga, when I went to talk to the players in the locker room, after the game, I cussed that nigga Quez Watkins the fuck out.
What was he saying?
I'm going to DM me, damn dog, like, how you going to do that to me? You know, if I was given an opportunity,
No, that wasn't the Arizona. You talking about Tampa?
they take the last game.
The playoff. They lost to them in the playoff.
To Tampa Bay, yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, you
So
saw.
nigga, you just played the whole fucking game. What you mean if you was
Get
given
an
an opportunity? You just played the whole fucking game.
He told the nigga he gotta get out of here. He like, you gotta go.
You gotta go, man. No, because I looked that nigga in his eyes, man. In that motherfucking locker room, bro. I kept it. I couldn't keep it no realer. I said, bro, you know I'm the #1 Eagles fan. He said, yeah. I said, I read every article, bro. At the beginning of the year, you said this was your year. It wasn't. Bro, that's what I told the nigga in the locker room. I said it wasn't. I said, but good players is made in the regular season. Legends is made in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can write everything right
Nigga sound like Stu.
He do
AJ
though, swear
Brown
to
is
God.
out. We need you to step the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
None of that prior shit don't matter.
Yeah.
You become a legend right now in these playoffs, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga said, I got you. I said, dog, I'm telling you, you got me. Get me, man.
Hit me, man.
I got you, OG. Man, nigga had 2 catches for 8 yards. Man. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. You go on.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Fuck out of here.
Bro.
Devontae Smith then had 200 yards receiving. You ain't get that nigga no help.
No, he done did
None.
everything.
Fuck catching passes over 8 niggas and shit.
Bro, hey, look. Shit like that will shatter a nigga's confidence, dog. If you're not tough enough, if you're not strong, if words break your bones and shit, Quiz ain't gonna bounce back from that. Because if he listened to that Gilly, what you just played us, he may not bounce back from that. He may not bounce back from it, man.
I can't be on
That
this
shit
side.
might get to him.
I'd be on those folks' ass. Paul. My sorry, nigga, you dropped the ball. What the fuck you doing?
That nigga sound like Stu. That nigga sound like a motherfucker, bro. That nigga as Stu sound just alike.
He really is. That's that Philly shit.
Cuz you need to go back. Hey, that nigga sound just like Stu, fool. That shit is crazy.
Right. Bro, that shit was funny, bro. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He said no lies. He said no lies there, bro. You know?
Not for real. That's real shit.
Real talk. He told the nigga, bro. He said it wasn't. He said it was it wasn't. Hey, look, you straighten your ass and tell the nigga, man, it wasn't your year, bro. You suck.
Come on.
Now,
You
bro,
can't bounce back from that shit.
the worst thing is like, yo, I got you, bro. I got you. And then you have 2 catches for 8 yards, bro. Bro, not even double digit, not even a 10-yard, 8 yards, bro.
Damn. I thought he said 18 yards. He had 8 yards?
8.
No.
Oh man, that's even fucking worse, bro. Jesus Christ in heaven. He gotta go. Yeah, he gone. I'm glad he gone. Okay, never mind. He is gone.
Nobody.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah.
Nobody.
Thank God.
He played, he Pittsburgh problem now.
That's right. He did go to Pittsburgh. I forgot. I forgot he was off the roster almost.
Yeah, he went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but he ain't our problem no more. Shit.
My brother said he gonna need him. He asked me, look, my brother, the day they got him and shit, my brother texted me, asked me about the motherfucker. I was like, shit, hey, look, ain't nobody on it, he'll catch the ball. But if it's somebody draped on it, bro, pause, you forget about it. He ain't catching that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I can't have it, I can't do it with him then, bro. He was mad as hell.
That's the truth, though. That's the truth with it, man.
You gotta put,
I thought he was
hey,
gonna
if somebody
be way
else,
better
you gonna
than
drop
he
that
was.
shit.
That
Man,
Super Bowl drop still fuck with me. Like that Super Bowl drop, that could have, man, we could have been in position to be up 17 points and to win the Super Bowl.
Bro, they cheated us on that drive too, and they said Devontae Smith didn't catch the ball. It wasn't a catch.
He caught it.
Right. That shit fucked me up too.
Even after the replay, bro, I still in the air. They still fucked us over.
Now I want to smack the shit out of Nick Sirianni. I was like, bro, chance to play.
That nigga did not throw the fucking flag, bro.
The flag, man. That shit was a catch.
Oh God, he was tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. Now, before we go, guys, the last thing I want to talk about is this over here. So this is what we picked up after the draft, you know. So what do you guys think about these guys, man? Or do you guys know any of these guys, first of all?
I like the safety from LSU.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't think I know the guy from Georgia.
I think that safety from LSU he could be a legit threat to somebody in the safety room, whether it be anybody but besides C.J. Gardner Johnson. He could be a threat. He got power when he hit, man. He really lay that wood. Pause, but he come through and he gonna make you respect coming across that middle when he there. He hit. That's his game. He gonna hurt you, and that's what I like about it. Like if I'm not sure about his coverage skills and stuff like that, but from what I've seen, he ain't scared to lay that log on somebody and knock him out the game. I feel like that's his game. That's what he lived for, to come through and hurt somebody.
I hope Sidney Brown be good, bro. When he come back, bro.
Yeah, I ain't worried
Sidney
about that.
Sidney Brown had, bro. He had the whole team energized when he was out there, bro. He missed a tackle. He'll hawk you down from the back. Pause.
He was playing better when he was in the game too. That man was going
Yeah,
ham.
yeah. He was going ham. Hey, we see that nigga do a pick six, nigga, from the other end zone. Goddamn.
Yep.
Shit.
I guess another when he played them.
And Stu
Yep.
said Easy would be nice under Stout too, which is the offensive line from Maryland.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He from Maryland? Okay.
Yeah, they said we paid.
Okay.
They said we
They
paid
got
the tight
another
end.
guy.
The tight
That's
end.
two.
No, I'm thinking Howard. I'm thinking DC, Maryland. Howard and Maryland is together almost.
There it is, Stu.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, Stu, you don't get it sound the fucking like, bro.
They said we paid the tight end like $250K.
Oh.
The
Shit.
McAllen?
the McAllister's dude.
Okay, yeah. Stu
I
said
just know the guy
K-Ball.
from Georgia, bro. The guy from Georgia can run the ball, bro. He just a bruiser.
He just slow as fuck.
He a bruiser, bro. Shit.
Yo, I think some tips from Gabe Hall, bro. He looked really good too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just like Stu said right here.
I can see two of them making the practice squad, one of them making the actual roster, or two making the roster and make the practice squad.
Them
Yeah.
first three guys may make the practice squad. Milton Hall and Sam may be legit practice squad players who could be eventually moved up.
But we probably should put we probably should get the DT though for sure because we need a good rotation with the D line.
Yeah,
Fact.
I agree.
Now they flex gone too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think we hit on everything. Pause. We have 36 people in the chat, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Like Tone said, man, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels. The link is on the description below. You know. Now before we go, do you guys have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No,
Can't wait for the season, bro. Go Birds regardless. Can't wait for the season, man.
That's it.
Yep.
So
Ready for the next show?
And we're ready for the season, man. You know, and we're still gonna be bringing content. Excuse me, for you guys. You know, every week or every day we'll probably posting something, but this we'll be doing on every week for you guys as well. And like I said, and appreciate you for all of you guys. And you already know what time it is. Peace out, guys. Daga out.
Go Birds regardless, cuz.
Regardless, damn it.
Regardless.